Figured I might do a quick video of this Kraton here. You're probably going to hear some noise. I got a battery charging down there, but yeah, out of the box, pretty cool truck. I did have a shock leaking right here. You can't tell, but it does leak a little bit right here. But not too bad. I took Aussie RC Playground's advice. He said that they're really slow out of the box with the 12 tooth pinion. So, and there's the 14 tooth. And it can be a little bit hard to get in there. Arrma does a really good job of putting thread lock on the bolts. So I undid these 3 wires, this bolt here, screw here, screw here, undid the ESC and switch, moved them aside to actually get in there, and put a 14 tooth in there. And overall, really impressed. I had the Sentin. It was the older one where it had the original ESC set up, and it lasted 3 minutes in success. So I was really drawn to this one because it's got the different ESC. It's not the 180, it's 185, and the motor's a little bit longer. It's actually quite similar to like a Castle 2200. It looks like one too. It's probably the same kind of deal, just rebadged. But yeah, the cage that I'm picking up right now, definitely going to keep that on there. The short course, I took it off because I thought I might race it, trying to lighten it. But this thing, it's just going to help it as far as durability and stuff. You don't want to just totally cave in the top of the body. And I do like the XT90s. Great idea. For now, I'm just going to be running the one, so this is kind of handy to include this. And they do include two female XT90s, which is really cool. For me, it's new, 2-piece design. You slip this part here over top the wires, solder, snap it back on. It's a pretty cool idea. I work at a hobby shop, and it's pretty cool. I've been thinking about recommending these, but I've never soldered them. But now that I have, I'm definitely going to recommend them. They give you a nice big area, nice big low area here to pool on the solder. I should have actually kept that one, the connection on the batteries open there to show you. It solders really clean, really nice. You don't have to burn off too much junk. Within like 5 seconds, all the junk's boiled off. It goes from copper to a nice silver. So great connections. So yeah. I do still have to kind of admit I'm a little bit shocked that such a big truck only has such narrow depth to the tray. It'd be kind of nice to have something that comes up, you know, about double that height, if not a little bit more. Because, you know, a lot of guys, they run those 6S batteries, and they're pretty tall battery, and you don't have a lot of depth here, and it doesn't take much for a jump to impact the bottom of the chassis, and the battery comes up a little bit, and then you got 1/8 of an inch contacting. Aussie RC Playground also pointed out that these tabs can crack down here, so that is a good point. But my advice, what I'm going to be doing is like I did on the Sentin, I'm just going to put some strips of double-sided tape down here. It's going to help the battery stay in place, because you just never know what's going to happen. You think you got a hold of something, and then you're nosediving in it. You're going to wreck it. Weak point also apparently was the wing mounts. I don't know if the camera on my phone is going to pick it up, but apparently RPM makes these mounts. We actually stock them at our shop, so that might just be going on right away. This phone doesn't like to focus. Anyway, so it looks pretty cool. It's got the motor upgrade, ESC upgrade. I haven't looked at the numbers, but I'm pretty sure it's the same servo. If you go on Facebook, the Arrma group, there's actually a company, I'm not sure how many they make, but they make an actual aluminum servo mount for these trucks. Because if you actually wiggle the steering, the camera can't pick it up, but it will wiggle. It'll flex. The mount will flex. So, overall, pretty cool truck. I kind of waited till the newer model came out because I wasn't a big fan of the blue body they came with. So now you got this somewhat cool looking body. You got the graphics on it. You got some sayings, and you got some retained body clips. Ozzy was saying on his channel that they tend to rip these out here, so we'll see about that. We've got another couple guys around town here that have these trucks, so we'll have to take them for a rip. Might be kind of fun. I was kind of amazed at actually how slippery these tires were right out of the box. They had some sort of, I don't know what, maybe a little bit of shock oil leaked out, but they're actually really slick and slippery. Now they've been out of the box for a while. They're not too bad. They're definitely cool. Definitely a step forward, and they're trying to make it look cool. So we'll see how they work. We have a loose layer on top of our hard pack tracks. We'll give this a bit of a try on Sunday and see what happens. So I'm done babbling. That's my Kraton, and we'll see what happens.